Imagine the moment. The wire transfer clears. The paperwork is signed. You are now the proud owner of a brand new $50 million super yacht. The champagne is poured, and it feels like the ultimate financial finish line. But the truth is, $50 million is not the final price. It is just the entry ticket. When you buy a piece of luxury real estate for $50 million, the ongoing costs are relatively predictable. But a yacht? A yacht is a completely different financial animal. It is a depreciating asset sitting in a highly corrosive environment, requiring an endless stream of cash just to survive. Today, we are going to break down the exact math of a 50-meter super yacht. We're going to look at the ledgers that brokers hide, and the invoices that give billionaires headaches. Because once you understand the true financial commitment, you will realize that a $50 million yacht never actually costs $50 million. Over its lifespan, it costs far, far more. Let's start with the most immediate cost, the crew. A 50-meter yacht cannot be driven by you and a few friends. It is a highly complex maritime vessel that requires a full-time, professional, and heavily certified crew. For a vessel of this size, you are looking at a minimum of 10 to 12 full-time staff. First, the captain. You are handing over a $50 million asset and the lives of your family to this person. A highly experienced super yacht captain easily commands a salary of $15,000 to $20,000 a month. Then comes the chief engineer. They are responsible for the massive power plants, the desalination systems, the hydraulics, and the complex electronics. Their salary often rivals the captain's. Add to this the first officer, a professional chef, multiple deckhands, and an interior team of stewardesses. But the salary is just the baseline. You are legally required to provide them with health insurance, repatriation flights, uniform allowances, and specialized training. Plus, you have to feed them. Feeding 12 people, 3 high-quality meals a day, 365 days a year, adds tens of thousands of dollars to your grocery bill. Whether the yacht is crossing the Atlantic or just sitting tied to a dock for 6 months in winter, that payroll never stops. For a $50 million yacht, expect your human infrastructure to cost roughly $1.5 million to $2 million every single year. Next, we have to talk about fuel and logistics. People assume yachts only burn fuel when they are moving. This is a massive misconception. Super yachts are essentially floating luxury hotels. They require massive amounts of electricity to run the air conditioning, the commercial-grade refrigerators, the stabilization gyros, and the lighting. This is known in the industry as the hotel load. To maintain this, massive diesel generators run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even when the yacht is parked and perfectly still, it is drinking fuel. And when it moves, a 50-meter yacht cruising at a moderate speed can burn hundreds of liters of diesel per hour. A busy summer season in the Mediterranean can easily generate a fuel bill of $300,000 to $500,000. But where do you park it? A 50-meter piece of metal requires a serious piece of real estate. Prime marinas in Monaco, Port Cervo, or Miami don't just charge for space, they charge for the prestige. During peak events like the Monaco Grand Prix, a single week of docking can cost upwards of $100,000. For the rest of the year, including expensive wintering yards, dockage fees will easily drain another $250,000 to $400,000 from your account.
Now we enter the most unpredictable category: maintenance. The ocean is arguably the harshest environment on Earth. Salt water, high humidity, and constant UV radiation are relentless. They degrade paint, corrode metal, and destroy electronics. Things break. And in the yachting world, the word repair is always multiplied by 10. Industry standard dictates that annual routine maintenance will cost roughly 5% to 10% of the yacht's value. On a $50 million yacht, that is $2.5 million to $5 million every year. Why so high? Consider the paint. You cannot paint a super yacht like a house. The fairing and painting process for a 50-meter hull requires massive climate-controlled scaffolding and specialized chemicals. A full repaint, which happens every few years, can cost over $1 million. And then there are the teak decks. Beautiful, luxurious, and incredibly fragile. Replacing the teak wood on a mega yacht is a multi-million-dollar job. Add in the mandatory engine overhauls, replacing water toys, and fixing hyper-expensive stabilization systems, and your maintenance budget is gone before the summer even begins. Beyond the physical ship, there is an invisible ledger of administrative nightmares. Running a $50 million yacht is equivalent to running a mid-sized corporation. The paperwork, the international tax laws, the crew contracts, and the port clearances are too complex for one owner to handle. So, owners hire yacht management companies. These agencies handle the logistics, but they charge a hefty management fee, usually a percentage of the operating budget. Then, there is the insurance. You need hull and machinery insurance, plus protection and indemnity coverage. As yachts get more complex and natural disasters become more frequent, insurance premiums have skyrocketed. You are looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars annually, just for peace of mind. And finally, the silent wealth destroyer, depreciation. Unlike a stock portfolio, your $50 million yacht will not grow in value. Over 5 years, a yacht can lose 30% of its initial value. So, while you are spending $4 million to $5 million a year to keep it running, the actual value of the ship is dropping by millions at the same time. So, let us look at the final equation. You paid $50 million up front. Over the next 5 years, you will spend roughly $5 million a year on crew, fuel, maintenance, docking, and insurance. That is $25 million in running costs. Simultaneously, the yacht depreciates by perhaps $15 million. When you finally sell it, that $50 million asset has essentially cost you $40 million in pure unrecoverable cash. The real cost was never $50 million. Over time, it was close to $90 million. And yet, the ultra-wealthy still buy them. Why? Because for those who can truly afford it, the cost is irrelevant. They are not buying a boat. They are buying the ultimate, isolated sanctuary. They are buying the ability to detach from the world on their own terms. But make no mistake, a yacht is not a purchase. It is a long-term, inescapable financial commitment. One that never really ends, until the day you sell it. Thank you for watching Ownership Ledger. Let us know in the comments, would you accept a $50 million yacht for free if you had to pay the annual bills yourself? Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.